Welcome to the stupidity dividend, how the foolish, reckless, and shameless got rich and powerful. A history of absurd success. Here, we explore why stupidity wins. Conventional wisdom tells us that intelligence, hard work, and talent lead to success. But history tells a different story. Time and time again, people have stumbled into fortunes, gained political power through sheer audacity, or built empires on outright nonsense. This channel explores the most absurd, reckless, and outright idiotic paths to success and why they keep working. Today we bring you the story of the Enron Collapse, cooking the books until they exploded. Our tale begins in Houston, Texas, 1985, where Enron was born from a merger between two dull natural gas companies. But Enron didn't want to just move gas through pipelines. Oh no. They wanted to innovate. So they asked, what if we don't just sell energy? What if we trade it, like Pokemon cards? And then they asked, what if we don't actually have to make money, as long as we look like we do? Enter Jeff Skilling, Enron's boy wonder and future CEO. He brought with him a revolutionary idea called mark-to-market accounting. Translation? Let's record profits from deals we haven't made money on yet, as if we already have. It's like putting a Ferrari on your balance sheet, because you might find one in a cereal box someday. Enron was soon trading electricity, gas, weather futures, internet bandwidth, and anything else that sounded vaguely technical. They made PowerPoint slides so complicated that even they didn't know what they were doing. But the stock kept going up. Why? Because Enron's executives promised they were building the world's leading energy company, and Wall Street really wanted that to be true. Behind the scenes, Enron used offshore shell companies, with names like Chuco and Raptor, to hide its debt and inflate profits. These weren't real businesses. They were more like corporate Halloween costumes. Except instead of trick-or-treating, they were manipulating billions in financial statements. And who helped design this magical fantasy land? Chief Financial Officer Andrew Fastow, known for creative accounting and eventual handcuffs. In 2001, analysts and journalists started asking annoying questions like, where's the money? Why doesn't your balance sheet make sense? Why is your CFO sweating through his suit? Soon, the truth began to unravel. Enron wasn't just underperforming. It was a giant financial balloon filled with lies and gas. The stock plummeted. Investors lost everything. Employees lost their savings and pensions. But executives, they cashed out early, with bonuses, because of course they did. Enron filed for bankruptcy in December 2001. At the time, it was the biggest corporate collapse in US history. Jeff Skilling, convicted. Andrew Fastow, convicted. CEO Ken Lay, also convicted, but died before sentencing. Even the auditors at Arthur Andersen lost their firm. The company that promised to reshape the future of energy ended up being the cautionary tale taught in every accounting class on Earth. What's the moral of the story? If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with spreadsheets. Or perhaps more accurately, reality can be postponed, but not indefinitely. What's the craziest scam you ever have heard of? Subscribe to the Stupidity Dividend for more ridiculous success stories that prove. Sometimes foolishness wins.